Hello, everybody. This is Sean Lewis with Easy Street Billiards. About to start this ladies' match between Vic Carrero and MALINI Baker. Doing a race to 7 8-ball, time permitting. This match doesn't have to end in about 2 hours and 45 minutes max, but I think it should happen, so we're going to go ahead and play it out. They may have to quit early, though. So we're going to get started in a second. So I'm going to be on mute for a little bit, and then we're going to get re-going. Looks like Mal has got the break, second ball break. Made a ball on the side. 3, 6, 7. So a solid ball. Not sure if they're playing open after the break. Typically, I think it is. Looks like the only open shot here is the 14 all the way down. So now Vic's got a pretty good opportunity here. A couple trouble balls. The 12 is touching the 8. The 13 is kind of entangled with the 3 there. So it has limited options. The 11 has a limited window to be accessed. Okay, we move some stuff around here. Kind of similar, still some of the same problems. Let's call in the bottom left corner with the 6, I think. Ooh. I think that's still a legal hit technically because it's open, even though she didn't hit the ball that she wanted to. I think that leaves a really nice opportunity here for Vic if she can get. If that 12 goes in the left side pocket, then shooting like a stop shot type shot here on the 14 would give you that angle for the 12. Now it would open up the whole rack. The only trick then would be making sure that you get a shot on the 10 and the 15, and everything else, well, is pretty much, well, the orange ball as well. So there's definitely some stuff here, but she could shoot the 14 here, make the 12, and then have to come back around for the 13. I think from this position, I might consider the 9. It looks thin, though. The 11 is a good shot, though. It's going to come all the way around. Broke the balls up. Now really, if that ball goes in the side, which it doesn't look like it does to me, she's going to probably have to shoot the 10 here. Unless the 10 does not pass the 6. She's looking at it right now. So I've been notified the rules is rack your own, alternate break. So I was Mal's break first, so Vic will break next. Plus not the bridge. This is a good opportunity to put a little bit of pace on this and then play for that 13 in the left side. Yeah, she got on it, but she missed the ball. For Mal, the 2 and the 4 are a little tricky. I can't tell if the 2 goes past the 4 into the right side pocket or not. She's played for the 6, looks like. Here you might get trapped on the bottom of the table. You may go back and forth with the 3. Probably gonna have to bank the 3 now. This is the third match in this 8-ball battle. Tiebreaker. I think Vic got the first one, or Mal got the first one. Anyways, they split sets. Now they're going to play one more. And then I think they're going to switch games for the next time. So this is kind of a round robin type game format. Third match in this 8-ball battle. Tiebreaker. I think Vic got the first one, or Mal got the first one. Anyways, they split sets. Now they're going to play one more. Definitely looking good for Vic here. Really, probably maintain that 13 in the top right for the last shot before the 8. Try to play these 3 balls on the down table first, and then use that ball to come back into that line. That way you can avoid those 3 balls in the middle of the table, which can be a little bit messy. So you might punch out and then play the 12 or the 10. Ooh, got there. A little bit messy. This is still fine. Just make sure that you don't get straight in on this unless you like the bank shot, which Vic does like banks. So a little bit of draw and a little bit of left here. Ideally, you just come up, give yourself like a 12, 13, 14, 15 degree angle, and then you can just go straight across table for the 8. A little steep on it. Might not be able to hold it to play the 8 in the bottom right corner. She may end up, if she makes it, you may go straight across and bump the 8, which would probably work out actually. Tried to draw the ball, but got a little bit of full hit because of the draw. Broke out Mal's 4 and 2, but didn't leave a shot on him. So now I think her best shot is the 1. I would probably play that. You can play it either way, bottom right or bottom left. Looks like she's electing to play it in the bottom right. If anybody's watching this stream, hello, how you guys doing? We did a AMA today around 10 o'clock this morning. If y'all want to check that out, that's going to be up on the school.com group, also the YouTube. So if you're subscribing to this channel, you can take a look. Pretty interesting today. We were talking about adjusting, which I think is a huge part of the game. Once you reach a certain level, then a lot of a lot of what you need to understand is about like how to adjust to different conditions. Mom went and played a good safe there, but she ended up not getting the rail. Need a little bit more velocity. So now Vic's got a pretty simple here. Just roll it 12 in the right side, 8 in the bottom right. If y'all are liking the gear that Vic is wearing, you can get that on the website, easystreetbilliardswa.com. Got a bunch of different designs. If you're looking for something, you like the style, you can hit me up on Facebook or email the business as well. All right, Vic gets that at 1-0, so it's going to be a Vic's break. I've been doing, taking ideas for people. We're just starting out on our journey here and doing pool merch. We really love the game. We're trying to be as positive as we can in the community. So we're kind of trying to add another element of positivity with the merch that we're offering. It's mainly just like lifestyle stuff, stuff that you wouldn't be afraid to wear, in public, and feel comfortable. It's not over the top like I'm a competitive pool player type gear. It's more just like, hey, I'm having a good time in my life. I like pool and some positive messaging. It's a clean design. So we're enjoying it. We hope everybody likes it. So yeah, 8-ball on a 9-foot table. It's kind of an interesting game compared to the regular, like most people play 8-ball on a bar table. I'd say that bar table 8-ball has a little bit more traffic, so then it changes the skill set a little bit. On a 9-footer, you're going to be required to make longer shots and have a little bit more stroke to get around the table, versus an 8-ball rack is more like surgical in a sense, where the shots are going to be typically easier, and the major factors are going to be like staying on the right side of the ball, and making sure you're leaving yourself like good opportunities. And that changes the way you have to play the percentages. But it's a good game to switch it up. You're definitely going to have some clusters that need to be dealt with and all that. So you do learn cue ball control, learn how to do breakouts. Occasionally you'll have to bank the ball. So it's a good game to practice. I don't know that there's that much high-level 8-ball on 9-footers being played these days. There was the now infamous IPT, which was an 8-ball format on 9-footers, and didn't really take off. So Vic's break, she scratched. It's going to be ball in hand for Maul. Quick analysis of the rack. I like, for myself, playing stripes here, I would say. She's taking the 15 first. Must she means she's playing. Ooh. Got a little bit, maybe a little bit too quick to get down on that ball before kind of like establishing the line. I think it's one interesting thing about having ball in hand that I found people can not aim as well sometimes, especially early on, because you kind of like realize that you should make it every time, and then that can take a little bit of the imagined difficulty away, and then you can maybe just like get a little bit loose with the shot. Vic's heading right towards the side pocket here. Barely didn't scratch. Still alive. So now from here, you might take the 9. The 11 is good. Like if you play the 11, you got to play for the 10 next. Or maybe the 14 if you play like a stop shot. But I don't think the 14 passes the bottom left. So I think really the shot that I like is to play for the 10 next. And you want to be relatively straight on it. Like so. Now from here, if you can play the stop shot on the 10, I like that because then you can stop shot that, shoot the 14 in the side next, then the 13 in the right side, float forward for the 9, and then use the 9 to play shape for the 8 in the side. Just went forward a little bit here. So now the issue that you might have if you shoot this at the 14 in the top left, I like that better than shooting it into the into the left side. The left side kind of sends you away from shape. I see we got 5 viewers concurrent right now. What's up, everybody? Feel free to message me, say hi. I'm running the chat. That was the right shot, just missed it. I think the trick here is that the 3 doesn't pass the 9 in the bottom right, so you're gonna have to shoot it short side to the top right. Just got away with it. I don't know if you can shoot the 14 off the side of the 2 to like change the angle to get it in the side, or if the 14 goes straight into the side. You could also thin the 9, thin the right side of the 14. The bank on the 9 looks like a double kiss. If you thin the right side of the 14, then the top of the cue ball will hit the side of the 5 and potentially carom the cue ball into the 13 to make it in the side. So it's like a double carom. I have no idea if it's on from here. I do know you got to be creative in 8-ball. She's playing this bank, which I thought might be a double kiss. She hit a little bit wide to avoid the double kiss and tried to shorten it, but didn't get enough of the shortening. Well, having a little bit of struggles here. He just needs to slow down just a little bit and recalibrate her mental processes, and then she'll be good to go. Vic appears to be straight in on the 9, so she doesn't have any shape, so she's playing a bank on the 13, which I really like for getting a little bit better position. Interesting bump. I think Maul can play the 5 in the top left or the 3 in the bottom right. There you go. She made it. Got to be a little bit more calm and collected. And Mal is not really as much of a 9-foot table player as her most of her experiences on 7-footers, so it's very understandable that she's missing here and there. His shot is a little bit further on average. Played that just a little bit full, held it up. So now Vic is going to have a little bit of an issue because that bottom left is blocked. She can play the 14 in the bottom right, play for the bank shot on the 9, and potentially then from that 9-ball bank, she could leave herself a spot on to play the 13. She could play to follow the 9 through the 6. And you do that by, I guess, use draw on the cue ball, but in this situation, you might just roll it forward and block the hole and hope that it does the thing, but it didn't. It's left Mal with the 7 ball, I think. You draw over, and ideally you play for the 1, and then you hope that you get. Really, I play for the 3 here, and then hope that I get that, and if I don't, then I'm shooting the 1 next, and that would have been with a draw stroke. Sort of a defensive two-way shot there, taking the easy shot away, leaving Vic with a bank shot. Vic is playing the 9, banking it in the right side, trying to hold that cue ball or run forward. Oh, she's banking it. I thought she may have called the corner. But yeah, by playing it thinner with that, then she's giving herself a better option or opportunity to get back around for the 13. So I like that shot. Jeremy Barker 1. What's up, ESB? What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, man? How's life treating you? Nice to hear from you. It's been a few days, months since I've seen you. Yeah, things are good over here. We're just cruising along, trying to build it all up. Just doing content as much as we can, playing as much as we can, enjoying as much as we can. Have you been checking out the AMAs and the other content, Jeremy? Should actually throw down and give me a subject so I can make a video for you about whatever you want me to talk about. Narrowly missed the 13. Left the shot on the 1. So then Mal's just going to have to make the 1 and go forward. Leave a little bit of an angle for the 9. I mean, excuse me, for the 7, and then go up for the 3. And then back to the 8. Good shot. I like playing this. Just rolling speed. Maybe a touch of left, but it's just going to mostly die off. Interesting. So now the situation is really like, to me, even though it doesn't seem like this is a high percentage shot, shooting that 13 that's there into the 7 would give you a chance to have the 13 roll through it. Yeah, right on. Good things are doing well for you, Jeremy. Yeah, hit us up anytime. Hopefully pretty soon we'll have the more deets with this pool hall we're trying to open up. Just waiting for the economy to line up right, getting our real estate situation dialed in, finding a spot. We got a couple of good potentials, so it's all in the works. I'm not sure that Vic sees that she can, because the 7 is on the bottom of that pocket, that if she hits the 13 straight into the 7, it should just roll forward into the pocket. So I'm not sure if she sees that. It may not work out, but I don't know what else you can do other than some sort of like bank shot, multi rails, cake shot. I don't know. Dang. Should have left her for this combo, which, because the 7 is on the bottom, she could end up. She had a really nice. Played for the side. Ooh, that's a little tricky for Vic. She might be able to draw out of the scratch, but I think it's likely that she's going to call this bank in the corner. Might be a scratch shot the way it is. Maybe not, though. It's hard to see how far down it is. She might be able to just cut it to the top right and then stay out of the side. Certainly, I think that if you use draw and write English, that might give you, well, mainly draw, but a little bit of write English can help you avoid the scratch. I think the tangent line isn't a scratch. Oh, hit it a little bit too full and scratched. So I think that's going to mean it's going to be 1-1. One. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water. All right, I'm back. Looks like Maul has stripes. He made a couple. And Vic's going to be solids here. So looks like you just got to shoot the 7. It's going to run forward and probably end up leaving you a shot on either the 5, 6, or the 2. Probably the 5. I'd like to play this a little bit soft-ish to play the position for the either the 6, or if it's you might play for the kind of like to get the 1 in the top left to unloosen the balls. Oh, she's going to play the 6. For anybody that's watching this that's local to Tacoma, we are doing challenge matches and streaming matches with commentary. If you can come with an opponent and a time and all that and get a hold of us, we could have you on the stream. As we transition to the pool room later, all this stuff is going to be moving to that venue. So right now we're just kind of building the infrastructure of all of it. Having a good time. A little bit too thin on that. I think she was trying to hold it for the 12, which I like. I think Vic's going to be able to shoot the 6 and come up for the 5. We still have the issue of the 1 and the 3. Excuse me. I feel like maybe they were putting music on. When I was in there, they didn't have the music going. I don't know if shooting the 2 here can give you the angle you need to break the 1 and the 3 out. So I think still the 6 is the shot. Playing the bank. Like she kind of turned her cue on the last stroke. I'm not sure if she was lined up properly from the get. Ooh, made it. That was dicey. So we're going to cut this to the left bottom corner, the 11 ball. Take what we get and then come back around. Probably likely that she'd end up on the 15, but now I think Vic's got her opportunity probably here. I'd just shoot. Okay, she's going to bank the 3. I like that. If she makes that shot, then she'll have some action. Could potentially break out. Dang, that was super close. blocked the pocket for the 10, took away the 11, left them all with the 15, and I can play this with the bottom high right. Could have went rail first maybe, although that maybe makes you hit the 11 ball. Now I think she's going to have to bank this if she can't cut it. And then maybe play the 10 in the right side pocket. Okay. Vic's looking pretty good here. Really, the trick is to get on this 2 ball. She might be able to just make. She could shoot it right now at the 5, but then that potentially could cause it to trap on the 11 and take the shot away. So I wouldn't be a big fan of playing that combination. She could just make the 5 right now, play the 2 in the right side pocket as well. She could. Yeah, this is going to be fine. I think she can play the 2 in the right side from here, play the 5, then play the 1, or she could go all the way around the table and play the 1 and then the 5. She can play the 1 here, then you're going to be flirting with the scratch. Not sure how easily the 11 goes past the 5. It looks to me as though it doesn't go. Ooh. She's going to have to bank it now. Kick it or bank it. It's a little bit risky to play like the carom into the 5 to play a safety to block that hole or to make that ball, and then use the 11 to block the 2. Yeah, she hit it about as soft as she could and still sold out the 2 ball. Vic's going to have to roll this forward, leave a little bit of angle on the 1 so she can get back for the 8. You don't want to leave yourself straight in here. You want a little bit of an angle. That would have been a good angle. She could just go forward there and play the 8 in the middle left side by going forward. She's called the right side. Oh, corner, excuse me. Oh, went off the 1 and still made it. 2-1. We are sort of looking for sponsors moving forward. Once we have the pool hall, we're going to have several, if not all, of the tables set up to be doing Evo streaming. And at that point, we'll be taking people to do sponsors. I think right now we have around 200 subscribers. Not too many concurrent viewers all the time, but had to mute for a second. It came in. Taking a short bathroom break. Yeah, so we'll be doing sponsors, working on the Facebook, social media, etc. for the business. So you can get a hold of us through the regular channels for that. Like I said, EasyStreetBilliardsWA.com, on our Facebook, YouTube at Easy Street Billiards, Instagram. That was a dry break. I like the 4, probably the 1. Eventually, I think maybe I like using the 7 would have been the key ball for the 8, given the position of all the balls were there. So ideally, in a situation where you have a lot of balls open like this, you kind of want to connect the dots to where your last shot before the 8 leads you to that 8 ball. So you can kind of like predict where you want to be and maybe pick like 2 balls to shoot before the 8 in that order. And then the rest of them lead you to that one situation where you can make that connection. Looks like she's going to shoot the 4 ball. A little thin here, but this is makeable. If she made the 4, she can make this ball. It's a little bit close. Kind of let the cue ball loose a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, shooting the 9 or the 7, excuse me. Block the hole. It's a good shot. Just make that ball to reopen your pocket and then take one of your opponent's balls away. That's a good standard shot to know and utilize. She left the cue ball pretty tough as well, which is nice. Makes you have to cut this all the way down or bank it. kind of bumbled into that combo, double kissed it in. Oh, she's left herself a little tough. I think she's trying to get above the 12. You gotta hit a little bit of draw to make sure that the cue ball goes around it. You're not getting the tangential velocity that you think when you're cutting it that thin. Played the side and missed. I think really what I like here is shooting the 3. And then I'd like to get rid of that 1 because the 11 is really blocking the style of it. But if you can shoot the 3 and get a stop shot on the 2, well, this is good. Now she can play the 2 and then the 1. The only thing that's tricky about this is that you got to go back from the right to the left side of the table if you shoot the 1, and now the 11 is there. So she's looking at shooting the 1 and then the 2. Maybe playing the 1 in the corner. I'm not sure what she's doing exactly. She might be playing. Could have considered playing shape for the 5 instead of the 1. Just playing short side, didn't get it. So now Vic's got the 1. Playing for the 5 next. Either I like maybe playing this with draw in the top left, and then I don't know, maybe she didn't get a rail. I think she got a rail though. No? All right, so then in that case, if the 1 plays in the right center or the left center, I would shoot it there with follow. This is a good shot here, just playing the tangential. You can even go forward here and play to the end rail and back up towards the 5 to give yourself even more room for cue ball speed and roll. Probably leave a little bit more angle for that. You can just bear down and make it, and you play your speed to go just to the right side rail and shoot the 8 in the bottom left. So pretty routine, just gonna make the ball. But this is where the 9-foot table at 8-ball situation is different. It's just a little bit of a longer shot every time. This 5-ball is about as long as of a shot as you'll see on a bar table in most situations. Looks like she can cut this in the right side. Play it relatively softly and hope that you can go end rail and back to the middle. Got away with it. Maybe Vic can cut this in the bottom right. Ooh, tricky safe. It's really not a great shot here. I think you got to kick at the 10, hope to make the 11. Well, if she can masse and hit the 12, then that's a good shot too. Does not. Does. Well, not much different than ball in hand, actually. I think Vic can just draw. If she bumps the 12, then that'll leave her a shot on the 8, so that's fine. So she needs to put a nice clean stroke on this ball, and she's going to draw it. The 8 in the bottom right here, just nothing to it but to do it. Ooh. The opening. Let's see what Maul does here. The 10 does not go into the corner bottom right, obviously, because the 8 is blocking it. Probably can make it into the right side, but it's not ideal. We got on the chat here, Rob Holston. Hello, Rob. What's up? Vic's got the 8 here, so it's going to be 2-2, looks like. 2-2. They've both been breaking the balls pretty well, so there haven't been that many clusters, and that's speeding this up. So it looks like we're going to get completed before the cutoff time of 4 o'clock, which is about 2 hours and 53 minutes from now. 1 hour and 53 minutes. They played 4 of the max 13 games. Ooh. Nearly made the 8 in the corner. Nothing really being blocked by it, so that opens this up. But there's a little bit of congestion here. Yeah, I think you gotta take. The only real shot is to shoot the 5 bank shot. Alternatively, you can play a safety here by thinning off the right side of the 5 and go into the bottom right corner with the cue ball and leaving it down there. Just calling the 15 in the side bank shot. I like that. Well, now I think you got at all costs. I don't know. The 8 doesn't even go now that ball is there. So I think you just want to take solids here. I don't really know what I would do here to try to get that 15 out of there. Yeah, the one that's tough, it goes on the side, so it looks like she's going to shoot it right now, which I like. Good shot. Play the 2 here now. This is a pretty interesting situation. It's not going to be very easy to win this game outright without some action on this 15 ball. Cut the 7 in the side. Crash into those balls and hope to end up with a shot on the 5. That's what I like here. Oh, foul. This is fine though. There's not much that Maul can do here to win on this inning. Somehow you got to be technical enough to break the 8 off of the 9 or the 15 off the 8. Not sure how easy that is. Now the situation that I'm looking at, eventually she's going to have to play. This is a good shot right here where she might consider playing a safety by bumping the 15 off the rail at some point here and trying to use it to hook Vic on the 7 and the 5. Now Vic could play an intentional foul. I don't think that Maul's ball goes. You gotta just make the 5 here with the combo. I think you want to bump this 7 down to the end rail so that you can do something more with the cue ball for the 8 later. Just bumping it. Not sure what Vic's plan is here. I don't even know what my plan would be, really. Whoa. Almost. 3-2. Yeah, that game got very weird after the first shot. It seemed to me as though someone was going to have to like take a foul there, or if Maul, because she was striped, she would have had to use one inning just to move the ball off the 8, and that's what Vic would have had to done. But Vic would have had to take a foul. It seemed like bumping it was very risky, although she almost pulled it off. She would hit the rail just a little bit before that ball that was touching the 8, and it could have worked. Vic's break here. Two solids down. She can get on this 3 really nice. She's got a good chance for a break and run here. She can play this nice. Overrolled it. That worked out really nice. Now she can play a stop shot here. I think the 2 is available, and then the 4. A little emphatic with that, trying to get perfect on that 2 ball, I think. Molden's got a good opportunity, but not spectacular. The 8 is blocked by the 7, it appears, so she's going to have to do something to make that happen. Oh, not quite enough. Or too far, really. Just a little bit. 2-rail kick shot here. End rail, side rail. There you go. That angle. I got tools here. Let me bust them out. So, yeah, we're talking about boom, 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 boom. I would consider shooting this ball first, because you don't necessarily know if this little window is going to be that easy to access. When she shoots this ball, it could easily come up here, and then now she's got not a shot, or she could end up in this zone. Maybe jump. Maybe it goes, she can hit the rail. Barely. This is pretty good. Now she's just got to play the 8. I think maybe she's going to play the 8 in the side. No, now she can play it up this way. A little bit of low left. Ooh. I don't know. Vic can make this in the side or the corner. I like shooting the 4 first. Then trying to end up above this line here in this zone so she can come back down for the 8. It's okay. Now she'll just have to go up and back. End up right here. That's going to be more pace than she needed, but not for the shot she shot is actually perfect. I thought maybe slow rolling it up and down. Let's make this ball. Made it. A little jumpy. Gonna stay down. It's all good. 3-3. Race to 4. Continuing on. Three all. Open table. Play the 6. Nice. Broke that out, so now that 8 easily goes there. I might be able to go forward 2 rails. I kind of miscued. I'd probably just roll this ball in. Either come to here for the 1 or back up for that 7. Seems like she's out of breath a little bit here. The trick here is we got to get on this into that little nook for the 9. Pretty good. I don't know. I might still shoot this 10 now because that 10 is being blocked. Good shot. Yeah, and you can stay in this relative zone. You can shoot that ball this way, this ball this way. Little draw here. Yeah, a little bit too much. I don't know if she can kick at this 10 in the side. Yeah, so I think the 4, 1 are the first 2. I don't know, is it straight in? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, from here, I like to play in for this, or you can come all the way up with a little bit more stroke. That actually gives you the option to play the 5. Yeah, follow is good too. That makes sense to go like this into the line. She's a little above the line now, so she's going to go that way. That's one of the things I don't like about that necessarily. Sometimes if you're going to punch and come up this way, then now you see how you can, if you keep going, then you got the two in the side, this ball here, this ball here, and you're basically like, all these areas are fine. Looked like that might have gone had it not double kissed. So we got this ball, and I like using that one last. See if she shoots this, comes down there. Now the issue is she's going to be shooting this 8 from like down here. So I like the 2 so that you can come back to the middle either this way or that way. You can even hit it hard and come up and back up too. Four, 3. I'm not sure if this is, well, I don't know. I think both players are playing pretty aggressively. It seems as though Mal is playing a little bit more of two-way style play. A few of the shots that she shot seemed suspiciously, the speed was proper to get a two-way. It didn't appear as though she was going completely all out to make the ball as the way that Vic is playing. It's been working. I think Vic has had the first shot to win, though hasn't gotten there in most of the racks. But it's been very close so far. Good match. See if Vic can get a break and run. She had an opportunity for a break and run last rack on her break. Not as much action on this break. This is kind of like what you want to, this can slow the games down. Be right back. If you're just joining us, this is a challenge match between MALINI Breaker and VIC Carrero, where it's a friendly rivalry. They've been playing a rotation, different games. This is 8-ball. This is their third match, the tiebreaker. They had a 9-ball matchup in the last couple of months, and Vic was able to pull it off 3-2. Or no, excuse me. She won 2 matches out of 3. They had one split the games, then played the tiebreaker, and Vic got it. And this is now the tiebreaker for the 8-ball that they've had. They have 1-1 sets, and this is the third game, the third set. Okay, so Vic is solids. Got some complications down south here. Not much offense looks like here, unless the 4 banks, but I don't know. The 11 looks like it may be in the way. I don't know if this goes here. Looks like the 8's blocked. I don't know if the 4 goes. So, boom. It leads you up here, maybe. Maybe you go all the way up to here. What is she doing here? I thought maybe the side was a better shot than that corner shot. That corner shot looked very tough just because you're elevated so much. I don't know that I like bumping this 8. Might get worse. Yeah, if she makes the 11 and goes into it, then this ball might float over the top. So I see why she's not doing it. Now if she makes it, it looks like you're going to send you up this way. So I don't even like shooting it now. I think now you got to shoot this ball, play 2 rails. I think this bank is on. And roll forward with the cue ball. Maybe she had to draw to avoid the scratch. Or avoid the kiss, excuse me. Yeah, it looks like she can come across. Ooh. Maybe no shot. This is tough because the 8 does not pass. Even if she makes this, it's a little tough. 2-rail kick, I like that. Good shot. Now, Vic needs to do, I think, here is just ensure that her cue ball ends up like in this zone over here. If she can shoot it now, what is this thing? It's like a cue ball thing. Interesting. Okay. I'm learning about the tools of the software. Yeah, now probably a stop shot and leave it here or draw. Now, yeah, the straight in. Yeah, that's going to send the cue ball this way, which is what you want. But there's no real potential for this to sell out a great shot. The best case, if Vic misses, is probably a bank shot. If she just plays this with like a stop shot, that would leave Mal very like stretched out this far down the table. She elected to just make it however she could, so it's 4-4. Moving on. Okay. This 4 does not pass. Looks like the 8 doesn't go in that hole. The 8 goes down here. I like probably shooting. Oh, this is tough. I don't know if I like that or not. This ball here, might have to bank it as long as that ball's there. But the thing is, I think you can shoot off of the ball and then knock this out. So you might shoot this ball, come down, then shoot that ball, move that ball. That opens this up for shooting straight down. Sorry about the mess here. I'm trying to figure out these tools. Maybe I'll get faster over time. Right now, I think is the time to shoot this bank shot if you're going to shoot it. I like shooting it now because this ball is still blocked. Oh, she might be able to break it out right here, though, if she was to make it with the left. Well, we'll see. Kind of want to leave this ball, the 6 here. Leave that. Because it's blocking the 11. I don't know if you like shooting this 2 and going in here. The other angle that you'd like is to be here on the 3, so you can go down. But now that's gone. Pretty nice. Elevated. It's got to roll it forward, though, because you have the 5 after that. So that's pretty good. I'll probably roll up and then shoot the 7 next. I like this. Here. You go into the rail and back out. And then I shoot this ball and then come up like this back towards the 8. See, here she might get too wide. Oh, got a nice bump. See, it was coming right at that spot, but she got that bump. Ooh. I don't know. Oh, what a shot. 5-4. Wasn't as thin as I thought. I think one thing that's important to do is find that tempo, which is going to be your like lifetime tempo, and lock it in. There's just like a kind of a fine balance between speed and due diligence. Looks like we're taking a little break here. So these 2 balls are a little tricky. I don't know if that goes through here. I'm not sure if this passes. Mole's pocketing looks pretty good. This ball here is the trick. Now is the time to be trying to break that out. Excuse me. More like this. Just get that ball up there. But the thing is you don't have a shot to return. That was a good breakout. The trick is still going to be this ball here. Let's see if Mole can figure this out. Yeah, I like leaving it. So you got this situation. That might work. Now, if you end up here, yeah, you can shoot all the way down. That's what she's looking at. Or maybe this like this. Maybe you can kick this way and bank. I don't think so. She's going to have to use right English, and that's not going to leave you the angle for the bank. It looks like she's going to have to come up like this. Oh, snap. Made the 8. All right, 5-5. What do they call that? Touche. Okay, VIC's break. 5 apiece. Excuse me, Mole's break. Appreciate everybody that's watching. If y'all want to get involved with the stream commentary action, let me know. We can get you on the list. That's serious, though, because, you know, I'm just one guy, but it's easier to talk with 2 people, get a little conversation going. We do have like a couple streaming events. I think tomorrow evening I'm going to be playing Pedro Vargas, probably doing a little live stream. I don't know if there's going to be commentary for that. If Vic wants to do some commentary, somebody wants to get up on there, we're going to be doing a practice match. Pedro Vargas and Brian Trudeau are like upper 500 Fargo. They're going to play a 10-ball match for a couple $100 on the stream next Thursday. Pedro's going to get down, get a little reps in, a couple reps in here at the ESP garage. Getting used to it. I don't know if we're going to play 10-ball tomorrow or one pocket. Pedro really likes one pocket, and that's my preferred game, so it's going to be up to him, though. So that'll be happening tomorrow evening. And then we got a match on the 19th, which is next Monday. And that's going to be, geez, who is that? I got to look. We got a couple matches coming up. Oh, yeah, the Monday match. That's going to be Shucheng Chao versus Bo Bologna. That should be a great match, really. 636 versus 660 Fargo 10-ball, race to 15. So if y'all have the day off, or you don't have to get up early, I don't know. It's not even going to be that late, so you should be able to watch it. It's a couple of guys that have been Xu Cheng is new to me the last couple of years. Really improved player. Bo, I know, I've known for years. He was in the military and retired, so he's kind of coming back into the game after taking a little bit of time off from serious pool. And his game is coming back. I remember him being rock solid, even more so than now. And as he continues to get more playtime and action, I think is kind of his preferred thing. I think he's going to really advance. So Maul is elected to take stripes here. One thing you might do is thin off the 14 or use to hit the 13, or you can break it out by going into it. Now she's in trouble. I don't think the 14 really goes. The 11 doesn't really go, and the 10 in the side is not so easy. Ooh, dang. Made the combo. Made the ball that was blocking. Now I think if you shoot this 2 in, the 6 should go this way, kind of. Yep. Now the trick is you got to get up here for this. Not quite. I don't know. I might shoot it now. And just play up this way. It is blocking the 14 from passing, so it's not crucial. The problem with taking this on here is that it's an unknown result. Looks like all she has left is this bank or this bank. I like shooting this 11. If she shoots the 11, then she could be able to maybe float down. I don't know. I don't know that playing safe here is the right play, because if she's playing off this ball and then she just tries to leave your cue ball like down here, this is leaving Vic an actual shot. Yeah, you're leaving Vic a shot here, so now she can shoot the 7 or the 4. And either one of those shots leaves either this or this, because you're going to end up like following it. You can go here or here. You are selling out, but I don't know what else to do. I think Vic's game is to play aggressive. She's going to shoot. You make this ball come over here. Oh, that might go down. So the floor's blocked. Might shoot the 7 up table to the top right. Is it going to block it? Ooh, it did. Dang. That's rough. I have to play short side now. Doesn't go. She's going to try to play the cue ball to there. On the bank. I don't know, maybe. She's going to play safe. Now, if it's me, I like playing this shot. Cue ball over here. Oh, that's good. That's the exact spot that I wanted it. Now I'm also going to have to jump this ball. The only unfortunate side effect of having that 4 not there is that now if she makes a good hit here on this jump shot, then the cue ball is going to end up probably, down in this area here. And that leaves nothing really viable because these balls are all up here. The easy safe that I like here is to cut this ball, cue ball up and back up to this side. Can roll the cue ball to here. Ooh. I think she can glance off of the ball. No. That leaves Vic with this shot, and then the cue ball's going to bump here, I think. But I think you want to just be level cue and go forward with this. Now this is a better spot. Now for Mal, you might have to bank this, play your cue ball over to like here. I don't think playing a slow safety is good. The 8 is huge. Yeah, see, what you got here is your boom, cut that, down table, I'm not sure. She's playing safe. What you end up needing to do here at some point, if you're Maul, is move that 11 towards one of the pockets without selling out. I like playing this bank shot right here. If you can leave the cue ball here in this area, then I think that makes this cut shot pretty routine. Ooh. Yeah, that one I think she needed to draw. I don't know if this is happening here. It looks like it's really full for that shot. If it's full for that shot, then I think you should just leave the cue ball here and then play the cut shot like so. Come down and up, or maybe it's this way. Oh, snap. Yeah, she overcut it to try to get the extra 6-5. Coming down to the wire. Hill to 5, race to 7 in the garage. I appreciate my buddy Don McHenry, Clean Slate Pool Tables. Shout out if you're watching at this point. One of the top pool table mechanics in the Northwest. Hit him up if you need some work done. CleanSlatePoolTables.com. You can get a hold of him on Facebook, Messenger, whatever. He's around. He's pretty active trying to help people out. There's been a lot of scams lately. Monster break by VIC there. Just be careful, everybody out there. Times are getting a little bit weird, so you got to protect yourself and just stick with who you know and try to support people that are supporting you. And we're going to get through this together. You got to believe. Open table. didn't make a ball after that break. So looks like that is blocking. This is a little weird. 1, 2. Other than that, I like the solids. Stripes is actually really good. I think I'd be probably playing this ball, trying to go here. Now, if I ended up, she might be too thin, in which case she might come off the rail, in which case that ball or that ball is good. She's going to leave this, but I would consider shooting it now. From my level, I don't worry about like moving this ball out of the way and then having that be free. My assumption is that I can get out with 5 balls when they're open like this. So you got to take this shot because later on this is going to be tricky. If you look at the window, you know what I mean? Like this gap is not so big and that gap is not so big. You know what I mean? If you're over here, like this is only like a couple of 1.5 feet, and then this is just like, there's not that many good ways to get on this. I think that shot, she could have went forward and bumped it, left herself this combo. Now she has the 1 though, so that's good. Now if she can get on the 7, I think it's the 7. The 7 right here is the shot that she needs to, if she can make it, we're good. I like she's walking around a little bit just to see what's going on. I think that's a good way to burn energy if you're feeling a little bit energetic based on the situation. Looks to me, oh, it does go. See, this ball is still kind of the problem. It's not going to be easy to get back. It looks to me as though she's playing the 14. One thing you might consider doing is banking this ball straight up and then coming across like this with the cue ball. Staying slightly above. If you can stay above this line, that takes this bank away. And then that also would clear this ball out. Oh, dang, it went. I didn't even think it went. The whole time I'm like thinking that didn't go, it went. Okay. Well, now I just think you just got to just manage this 3 either here or here. You can come straight up. Whoa, a little heavy. Ooh. Ended up on the line though. Now you slow roll it. You can end up slightly above the line. Then your cue ball will go this way. And that'll give you that shot that you want. So you want to roll this, come to here. A little heavy. That's okay. Now you consider 3 rails. Nice. Side pocket. Slightly elevated. Shouldn't be a problem. It's a little bit awkward queuing. You're going to be bridging off this rail right here, I think. Yeah, you don't need to leave that much room. Good shot. 6-6. Hill. For all the marbles, if you all still watching, keep watching. Pretty close match. Their Fargos are pretty close. I don't know what Maul's Fargo is for something. Vic as well. Vic's been working on her game, but she hasn't been playing a ton of rotation or 8-ball. We've been mainly playing banks at the house. Compete a little bit on the bar tables. I think I need to rotate this camera a little bit. It seems like it's a little bit like this, rotated. Let's see a little bit more space here than here. Is that 12 going to go to the side? Nice. Oh. I don't know if that goes. If it does, now's the time. Open after the break. Plus it throws that way. If you hit it slowly, you max the throw. A little bit too thin. She could have gotten away with a little bit of a fuller hit there. Okay. The run out here that I like is for me is actually whatever this ball is. I don't really like solids here because you have this, then the 8 is like only this pocket. And then these 3 balls were a little bit tricky. Truthfully, the 1 was close to that ball, and then these 2 balls were kind of weird, married up a little bit. Yeah, my original, what I liked was to shoot this ball, straight up table for this ball, come off over here. If I get the angle I like to come this way, then now I just shoot this ball, come off, stop shot here, draw back maybe, and then the 8. That's how I like that out. Moving the furniture around. Solid. So I don't think that goes. I don't think the 15 goes. I don't think the 9 goes. That leaves you with this shot here. So you're going to come straight across. Probably shooting the 9 next or the 15. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that still goes. If that ball clears out and then so now the interesting thing is here is I don't know if the 8 goes past the 11 in the bottom left or if you have to shoot it in the side. know if this happens either. That would be make this ball come down, back up. Either way, it doesn't matter. If you end up down here, ooh, not sure what's going on now. Change some things. Looks like one of those goes. Maybe not. If not, then I probably play this. Oops, wrong queuing. You can always play off this ball down here. Ooh. Could have made it because she hit this point. That means it could have went. Block the hole though. Block this hole. Now I think what you want to do is shoot this ball and then call it here, make it, and then play your cue ball over to this side to block everything. Now listen to me here. The shot that I like is to play it like this. Left English, rail first, boom, and then back up this way. If it hits this ball, it's just going to come over here, which would have been fine. Just got to make sure you come straight up-ish like this, boom, and then it'll come over here. Or you go straight through the gap up here like this. Then it leaves you this ball, and you can just float down. I don't know if she was trying to block the hole there. You gotta shoot this ball, play up, and then honestly, if you can get straight in, that's what I like. Now the danger is that if you overcut this, then that's going to send the 5 up here, and the cue ball will stay down here. Oh, dang. This is going to work out, I think. Bank shot. What I like doing here is banking this ball up to like this zone and sending my cue ball over here. A little high up. You don't want to leave it up that high necessarily because now she can play over here behind the 9. If you left it here, that would be not a shot you could use, and then that would allow you to then always be selling out this bank shot. I think in 8-ball, one of the things is you got to try to create opportunities for your next inning, and you got to be conscious of that all the time. She's going to play one rail, make it, and then straight up and back. Ooh, almost. Really nice match. Play like this. Yeah, anything. And just make it play up here and then 8. Kind of a weird contact on the cue there. I felt like she hit it thin, but it got away with that. Decelerating stroke. All right. 7-6. Close match.